With my right hand rod set down in the margin, it was now time to get the middle rod out. I wanted this located in front of me just to the right of the aerator. To help me get this as close as I could, I made several casts out, and each time I would let a small amount of line off the reel and clip it up. This would help me get closer with each cast without fear of snagging in the overhanging trees or on the island. I continued to do this until I was happy with where the lead was landing. Once this was achieved, I would attach my chosen rig and hook on a small mesh bag of pellet. This was then cast out. With all luck, it would hit the line clip and drop exactly where I intended it to.
Right, so that's the rod all clipped up. What we need to do now, attach the rig. PVA bag of mesh. PVA bag. And we are good to go. Slide the back load on because we're
So, right, you join me down at Viaducts Fishery, just outside the Oval, day ticket complex. More of a match style venue, but obviously there's some good sized carp in this lake. We're on Carey Lake today. Got those 2 rods out. I got one sort of out roughly where Stephen is, Stephen Seagal, and then the other one I've managed to walk it down, ping it right on the end of there, over there. Struggling to focus today because of the fog, but yeah, literally got one right along that tree line there. That swim over there is actually redundant, it's grown over, so it's literally little Ronnie rig, 12mm mad baits, nuts banana pop up, which we've had a run on already, and yeah, I've seen quite a bit of fizzing, bit of bubbling over there, exactly where I've put my rig. There's another chap over there fishing, Matt sort of star, I think he's on the pellet waggler or maybe something like that. But yeah, it's a bit of a misty morning this morning. It's come over quite misty, and you can just about make out some other anglers the other side of the lake. And then what I've done, old Mel's set up in base camp, bless her luck. She's gonna have a little snooze. I'll just walk you into the swim next door. We've just got this one out. Literally just a little rod there. We just got out on a zig, little 3-foot zig, bit of yellow foam, bit black, well, bit of each actually, just to see what we can get really. But yeah, it's our little camp for the day, so we'll see how we get on, and then yeah, fingers crossed for some more. It is only 6:30 in the morning, mind. See you guys. So, as I was explaining to you just before, this is down the right hand margin of my swim. I've basically got one right there, right under those 2 little branches there. Can't quite see it, but yeah, you can see the bubbles coming up. Just basically just above that bulrush, yeah. So there's obviously something there feeding, which is a good sign. So I'm going to get back over to me rod now, because like I say, she's bubbling a bit there. There's definitely something there. So I've got a little problem. Just sat here, rod set up, set me brolly up, and I've just turned round and there's some sort of vagrant, homeless person just kipping under my day brolly. She's quite fit though.
Well, it's a busy day on Carey Lake today. Which every single peg taken. All up there. Loads of fish topping out. Did whack a zig out for a couple of hours. Had one. But yeah, brung that in. Stuck a bottom bait out there, Ronnie rig. Had a few on that since. And then I thought I'd give it a go. On the top. But nothing. Put some dog biscuits out. Problem is there's loads of seagulls, coots, tufties, ducks, everything. You know, they're just, as soon as you put something out, they scoff it up. So yeah, I give up on that in the end. Chap down the side here, he's had a few out on the old pellet waggler. Smaller match tactics always do well. Yeah, nice little lake though. Not fished it before. New one on me, Carey. Like I said, it's basically the match lake. One of the match lakes here, I'm led to believe. I was looking at fishing Spring Lake, but yeah, I just thought I'd try somewhere different. I've done Spring Lake before, but as far as I'm aware, there's fish to over £20 in here. Not that that bothers me really. I just, you know, like to come fishing and catch some fish. But I think if I'd have left it any later than today. Oh, I just had one show right over my rod, right in front of that aerator. I've got one round about there. That fish just showed over there. Oh yeah, and again. Be nice if the old middle one went off in a minute, wouldn't it? That's the one that's over there, middle one. Middle one's there. Right hand rod is right down the margin, in front of that bush. And the left hand rod, which is just slack line, is literally just under the tree. I had one out from there already. All fish have come on. Little Ronnie rigs, Gardner mugger hooks, size 6. Yeah, size 6 Gardner mugger hooks. Oh, hang on, which one was that? Oh, that was my left hand one. Yeah, little Ronnie rigs. Been alternating between the wicked white pop-ups, 12mm, and the nuts 12mm pop-ups, and also discontinued nuts banana, which is pretty much my favourite. I think I had a majority of what was left off a mark, so yeah, use them sparingly. Right, I'm going to leave you to it. Oh, there's coming up everywhere. Like I say, if I left it any later than today, then I think yeah, I've seen them swimming around, pairing up 3s, 4s, so they are getting ready to spawn. They're not spawning yet, as far as I can see. If they were, then I just wouldn't fish for them. I don't think it's right personally. Some people do, some people don't, but each to their own. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Peace out. Under the tree, yeah. caught, locked and ready to rock. Oh, he jumped that. You see him take it and then jump out of the water. Did you hear it? What are you saying Jesus Christ for?
He's walking off again. Oh, it's time to go home. Better someone else have a chance to catch one.
Fuck off, mate. You've had enough. Excuse me. Rod out, we'll carry it over.
Yes, I've only got one.
Right guys, so basically the first video I done, people, you know, give me a few pointers, friends, family, other YouTubers, and just general people who watch YouTube. And I was asked questions like, what rigs do I use, what bait do I use. So basically just what I've been fishing and what I've caught on this session, I'm going to show you now. So what I do, always fish with a leader, lead-free leader. This one's from Nash, Klingon leader, lead-free. So I splice it myself, and it's I know people use the word supple a bit too much, but it really is. I mean, you can just see it. It's really good. I mean, a lot of places you can't use lead core leader these days anyway. So if I can get away with a leader, then I'll always use the lead-free leader. And I found this to be the best one for me. Splicing is quite awkward. It is quite a tricky process to do, but there's plenty of other videos on YouTube. I'm not going to bore you with how I splice it. There's loads. And then I like to use the Corda lead clips, which these are the hybrid lead clips. So they've got the quick change swivel already mounted inside, with obviously the loop there. So I splice the leader onto that, and then on the other end of the leader I splice a loop, obviously before it's spliced onto the leg clip, hybrid rubber tail clip. So the leads I've been using from Carping leads, which is Matty Francis, just up the road from me. So I do like these flat pair leads. Now pretty much all my leads, whether they're distance leads, flat pair, 3 ounce, 3.5 ounce, pretty much covers me for everything. If I'm doing a solid bag, then I use the Avid inline ones, but these ones, they're coated in like a silk brown. They are textured. Give them a like, give them a follow on Facebook, Instagram. I'm not sure if he's on Twitter, I don't think so, but I believe I'll put a link in at the end. He's got a website now up and running, so any of your leads, get a Carping Mad leads, Matty Francis. So obviously then the lead I like to put onto the leg clip, as you do. A bit of saliva, push the tail rubber on about halfway. That gives it enough to pull off if needs be. A couple of the takes I've had today, the lead's dropped. Majority of them it stayed on. I mean, I'm not too worried about dropping a lead. Carping Mad leads, I mean, they're so cheap anyway. I mean, I don't really mind dropping them, to be honest. So that's basically then tied on to my main line. Just a blood knot, figure of 8 loop knot, whatever you want to do really. So the rig I'm using is a Ronnie rig. So consists of one of the Corda booms, which are pre-tied, pre-made. I mean, I do tie my own. I'm just using these because these are what I had. So these are, I think these are 5 inch to be honest. So that's good. That's a nice stiff section there. And then I like to slide on one of these Nash tungsten chod beads, which basically, with testing in the tank, I know that will perfectly balance one of the 12mm pop-ups I use. So it's going to sit something like this. So with these Corda booms, they come with the quick change swivel on there. So then what I do is slide a bit of silicone, shrink tube, slide a bit of shrink tube onto, this is a size 6 Gardner mugger, which is a really aggressive hook. And then I slide on micro ring swivel to tie my bait to, and then I think that's a ridge monkey hook stop. To be honest, any hook stop will do. And then, so that is my rig. Then the chosen bait I will then floss on to the micro ring swivel. So that, let's just get it around here. There. So that is the rig that I like to use onto my leg clip. So then some people use an anti-tangle sleeve. I prefer, Rob Burgess showed me up at Todborough a couple of years ago, just a tiny little piece of silicone. I think that's about 3 or 4 mil silicone tubing. And then when we hook it onto the leg clip, and then we just slide the bit of silicone over like that. Now to me, that gives a little bit more movement than an anti-tangle sleeve. Obviously if an anti-tangle sleeve was there, it would be rigid all the way. So I just like that flexibility there. So the hook baits I've caught on today I should say, is Mad Baits Wicked White Pop-Ups. So these are really, really good. You get a selection of 16mm, 12mm. Been using the 12mm, so I've caught on them today. Also, Mad Baits Nuts. So same again, little tub. Let's get about 30 hook baits, maybe 40 hook baits, and yet again there's 16 mils and 12 mils. The 12 mils work perfect with the rig I've just shown you, and if I want to use a 16, then I use a size 4 Gardner mugger, and then I will use the larger Nash tungsten beads. And then my favourite, unfortunately, which has been discontinued, is the Nuts Banana. Now these have done me well. They're really high visual, almost like an egg yolk colour. So not your normal bright yellow, but more of an egg. I'll just show you this. Look at this. That's just off. That's no goo. That's no products. That is what it leaks out. The wife's giving me some funny looks now. So yeah, if you can get hold of any of these, grab them while you can. Go down in living memory, these will. So basically, I'm not going to show you how to floss the bait on, but yeah, your normal floss just through the micro ring swivel, bait and needle, pierce your bait, hook the floss on, slide it down, not too far so it's touching the hook, just so the bottom of the bait covers the barrel swivel. And then I like to cut it and blob it. Some people like to tie it off, some people like to tie around the pop-up, but I think just it's quicker and easier. Straight in, pull the floss through, blob it off with a lighter. And then what I've been doing is then I've got loads of these made up. This is just 32mm PVA mesh, and these are just various different flavours, colours, 2mm micro pellet. So I'll hook that on just before I cast out, give it a squirt of any of the matching liquids, whether it's Wicked Whites, Nuts, Pandemic. What I'm using today is a fish oil, which gives off a really nice slick on the surface. So that's pretty much it really. Pretty straightforward. If there's any other questions or queries, then anybody wants to just give me a message. Facebook, Instagram. B-Boy White, or give me a message on this YouTube channel.